I'm here with Roshi from AdSignal, and I'm very excited to be here because Roshi is not only the CPO, but she is also the COO of AdSignal. And Roshi, it's so nice to be here with you. And can you please tell us a little bit about what is AdSignal?
Yeah, of course. So we started off in ad tech with a product called Assure, which provides live playout detection for linear TV. So we did a POC with a large UK broadcaster over 4 months on 40 channels. Their current provider was 40% accurate. We were able to provide 97% accuracy within 24 hours rather than the 8 days it currently takes to get logs. We did this using our proprietary audio and video fingerprinting technology, so no watermarking here, no adding anything to your content. And we realized that there were applications far beyond just simple playout tracking, so we really shifted focus to looking at how we can help deduplicate content and also optimize for AI with the massive Gen AI revolution that's been happening at NAB this year. So we can take content regardless of codec format and resolution and deduplicate that content for you and also optimize for AI. So if we were to want to AI tag this video, for instance, rather than sending the whole 5 minutes a frame a second out to AI, which is what would happen today, we aren't changing, our background isn't changing, nothing about this is changing, so we would send one frame out to AI, get that tagged up, bring it back, and extrapolate that out over all of the relevant content on all of the assets that have this clip. If we wanted to use it on a clip show and then in a piece of marketing content, we would be able to find it wherever it lives and make sure that the AI data is there for you.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's such a great technology. Now, one thing that we were talking about earlier, which I think is so important that I haven't heard a lot about at the show this year, which was, I think, a very hot topic 2 years ago, but is still incredibly relevant when we think about Gen AI, is sustainability. And so I think you had some really interesting points about sustainability and where we're at and that intersection between Gen AI and sustainability.
Yeah, it's been absolutely fascinating. So our stand is actually directly opposite the trends bar, which NAB Amplify have been doing, and they're trying to see what people think will have the greatest impact on M&E.
And then Eric, would you mind just like panning over there? It's like this bar right here that you can see with all these different colored balls, and the one that is the most is that he's taking things out of it. You can come back to me. is Gen AI in terms of a trend, and so okay. That's hysterical. So someone had a very strong opinion of what they saw as a trend.
Yes.
But
so actually the Gen AI bucket filled up entirely. It was overflowing yesterday, so they had to empty it to refill it again. And I found that absolutely fascinating because sustainability is one of the other things that you can vote for, and that has remained almost empty until that person just added several balls, which I very much appreciated. But actually...
we paid him.
But actually Gen AI could potentially have an incredibly negative effect on the sustainability of the industry. For instance, just to generate one image using Stable Diffusion or DALL-E takes the same amount of electricity as it would take to charge your smartphone. The state of Virginia, who's very big into data centers and they use a lot of tax breaks for data centers, 21% of the electricity consumption in the state is done by data centers. By 2027, it's predicted that AI will be generating electricity consumption of 0.5% globally. That's the same as the country of the Netherlands. So we've created an entire new country's worth of electricity consumption, which is why at AdSignal we're so focused on, rather than being an AI company and doing more AI, we're focused on optimizing for AI so people can still make use of what is an incredibly transformative technology, but doing it in a way that is sustainable, because I think at the moment Gen AI is kind of happening in a vacuum and everyone's really keen to experiment with it and do more with it, but that means that they are generating more electricity consumption, generating more carbon, and I think as an industry we should keep sustainability in mind as we move out into this sort of Gen AI new world, without losing that focus on sustainability that a lot of the industry has had. You know, I went to the Excellence in Sustainability Awards, heard about the True Detective Night Country production where they were using all of the electric generators and Iceland's renewable grid, and I really want to see that commitment reflected in post-production and other parts of the workflow.
Yeah, wow. I mean, that's such a great point because not only are you using AI, but you're doing it in a sustainable, responsible way. And so I think that's just fantastic. So now look, you are nominated for Product of the Year. Can you talk a little bit about, is it a specific product? Is it your company? What is exactly nominated for Product of the Year?
So Match has been nominated for Product of the Year. So that is our product that provides the content deduplication and also the AI optimization. And that is a real honor for us because it means that the industry does understand the problem that we're trying to solve, and they do understand that it is something that is worth recognizing. So it was a real honor to be nominated, and we're looking forward to the award ceremony this evening.
Wow. So have you had a chance to walk around at all?
A tiny little bit. This is my first NAB, so I have tried really hard.
What? This is your first NAB? Oh, that's so fantastic. Okay, great.
It's been really, really exciting, and I have tried to I went down to South Lower this morning, and I love, it's really bad. I love the black magic stand just because of all the buttons.
Yes.
And I am not a broadcast engineer. I'm not in that side at all, but it's just such a fun place to sort of experience, and there's so many cool things going on, and I really hope that I get to kind of have a little wander and see more stuff later on.
Well, that's what tomorrow is for, I think, is when we all go around and look at each other's booths and go, oh, that's cool. Yeah.
What's this?
So hopefully you'll be able to explore South a little bit more tomorrow. But that's so great that this is your first NAB, and what a splash to get nominated for Product of the Year. And also, I just love that your focus is around AI and sustainability, because when you put those two together, you can really envision what the future actually could bring to us if you think about both of those things and not just each in a vacuum. So it was so nice talking to you, Roshi.